Hello, hello, my loves. Big welcome. I am so excited to be here with you for our masterclass. Your inner child can make you rich. And my intention for you is that you're going to live this life today with a completely different approach and a completely new way of seeing yourself and the potentiality that is always around you. Those of you that don't know me, I'm Patricia Missakian, and I'm truly honored to be here with you. If you're here live, comment if this is your very first live with me or if you already done something with me before. I see Agnes Carey saying hello in the chat. Who else is here? Let me know. First time, just jump in here, have no idea. Or if you already been here. Very excited regardless. And want give a little notification. It is raining, and I live on the top of a mountain. And whenever rains, a little bird like stops in the line in the light line, and my internet goes poof. I have a generator, but if the internet goes out, takes me about 5 minutes to come back. So just so you know, hello, welcome everyone. Just so you know, in case something happens, make sure that you're getting my emails. I will send you an email and let you know. But regardless, we do have I am recording this. Actually, stop. I'm recording this. So if by any chance we lose connection, I will send you the replay. So that is why it's always important that you are receiving my emails so you can get all the good stuff and be the first one to hear about everything. So without further ado, let's get started because I prepared a very special class for you. And we have a lot to cover. So officially, let's get started. Big welcome to Your Inner Child Can Make You Rich. What I'm sharing today comes from 20 years of working with the Akashic Records and thousands of lives transformed. And I'm giving you what I can here today in 1 hour. But I promise, I know that is going to be very powerful for you. So 2 things before we dive in. Make sure to stay until the end because I have a very special announcement and a special gift for those who take action today. At the end, there will be an invitation for those of you that feel called to go deeper in this work with me. And another important notification, this replay is only going to be up for 3 days and then goes poof, and then the replay goes back into the vault for my clients and students. So watch now. If you're watching the replay, if you're here live, you're good for you. But if you're watching the replay, make sure to watch it right away. And if you wanted to share this live, you have my permission to share this live with someone that could benefit from it. All right, so that's it, and let's go. So you were here before because something calls you to connect deeper with your inner child. And as the title says, your inner child can make you rich. That means that in the financial area, something needs improvement. Something is not clicking. And you know it is not about strategy. I know because I tend to attract very smart women and that knows exactly what to do. But there is a part of you that keeps hitting the brakes. And today, we are going to talk about why. And awareness is the first step to start shifting things. And here's what I want you to consider. You know how to make money. That is not the problem. The problem is there is a part of you, a younger part, who decided long ago that money wasn't safe. And when I say money wasn't safe, it doesn't mean you don't make money, but making more money, a lot more money, gets to a point that is no longer safe. And the part of you She's still making the decisions. We think we are making decisions, but actually there is a little one over there making the decisions for us, right? So today I'm going to show you the exact moment that she decided that abundance was dangerous. Why affirmation doesn't work on money blocks and what does. You're also going to learn the 3 prosperity gifts that she buried when she made that decision. Having the awareness of these 3 prosperity gifts, it's going to change everything for you. And I'm also going to give you a technique that we're going to do here live that you can start shifting things for you. Who is excited? Because I am super, super excited. This is completely new, and what is coming up is also like life-changing. So most people think money blocks are about mindset, right? You hear like money blocks, money mindset, you gotta change your mindset and doing affirmations. And the thing is, there is truth to that. Yes, I've been graduated in many money coaching trainings. I went to the best of the best of the best over 12 years ago. And yes, the mindset is part of it. But what I learned to be true by applying what I learned is that nobody goes deeper. Everybody stays in that money mindset thing and affirmation thing. So my intention for today is that you get to, start going deeper. So this talk about money mindset, they think if they just believe hard enough, affirm long enough, visualize strong enough, the money will come. Did it? And here is what I've learned over 20 years of working with the Akashic Records and thousands of clients and students. Money, and you might actually want to write this down. Money comes from mother and it stays from father. I'm going to repeat. This is very important and it's going to be the key for everything that is available for you. Money comes from mother and it stays from father. And most trainings about money, they're going to stay in the surface. They are not going to go that deep just because they don't know, they can't or whatever. But, most of the question will be like, how did your parents felt about money? What did your parents taught you about money? What did you observe from your parents about money? Now, what did you hear when you grow up? And this is all good and good. It takes you somewhere, but it doesn't take you as deep as money comes from mother and it stays from father. It's deeper than how your parents felt about money. It's deeper than how was the behaviors that your parents had about money. That influences you, yes, influences you up to a level, but there is something deeper. And it's that deeper that we're going to talk about and do a very powerful exercise here live with you. So all these things, observing your parents, that is fine and that is good, just not deep enough. In my work, we don't look at what they said. We don't only look at what they said about money. That is a level that is important, but we're going to take and we're going to look today at how they made you feel. Because that is where your real agreement with money was made. How your parents made you feel through your presence. We're not even talking about money yet. How did you felt your presence affected, was received by your parents? And and this can change everything for you in your relationship with money, in your visibility, in everything. Because it's not about what your mother told you about money. It's about whether you felt received by her by being you. Same thing is not about how it's not about what your father earned in money or not. It's about whether you felt important for him. And that is like a very subtle difference. And that's why it will shift everything for you when everything else that you've done up until now haven't. I tend to attract very deep women that I know you've been everywhere, you did all the trainings and all, but we're still here, right? So let's break it down. When I say money comes from mother, all right, what does that really mean, right? I'm talking about how your mother dealt with money, yes, but we're going to go deeper also, right? It's more than that. It's how your relationship with your mother affected deep in how you feel about money and how you think money feels about you, right? So when you think about, and I actually want you to start, tuning in, notice what shows up for you. Notice the thoughts and the memories that are going to start coming in to you today and after this life. When you think about your relationship with your mother, did you felt received? Did you feel like you had to earn her attention? Or did you felt abandoned? Even if she was physically there, you can feel abandoned by your mother, by your father. Did you only get love when you were small, quiet, good? So if you felt rejected by your mother, even subtle, that becomes your template to receiving. Money comes from mother. So how you receive money in your life comes from what you learn by being in her presence. So if you could only get and we're not blaming parents, we're not going there, because it's, people do the best they can. And many times what we, through our model of reality, how we see life, how we with 2, 3, 4 years old, 1 year old, whatever, how we saw her actions and attitudes, we saw it through our model of reality, through how we see life. We don't know what we don't know about her. You don't know nothing about, we truly don't know much about our parents. For more than we ask, there are the things that they're never going to tell us, right? So in your perspective, if you could only get a little of her attention, that became your template. That's how much you let yourself receive. If your mother's attention was limited, your income will have also a ceiling. If you felt like you had to perform for her love, you will exhaust yourself trying to make money. If she abandoned you, or you read her actions as abandonment, you will push money away before it can leave you first. You will push the money before the money leaves you, right? For example, I had a client who could never break past her $8,000 a month. That's, kind of like that was her ceiling when she came to me. So she would get close, and then something would happen, a refund, a launch would flop, and, an emergency, something happened, and she'll not reach that ceiling, right? And when we went into her Akashic Records, we found this. As a child, her mother was emotionally unavailable, and she got maybe 20% of her mother's attention. And the rest went to her siblings, to work, to survival, to, whatever other things was going on in her mother's life. So her income ceiling was matched exactly what she was allowed to receive, 20%. Once we cleared that agreement, she hit $40,000 the next month. Not because she changed the strategy, because she changed her capacity to receive. And that is the piece, because she created that limit, that 20% limit. And when we clear that, she was able to make more. So now, when I say money comes from mother and money stays from father. So now I'm talking about your ability to keep money, right? Otherwise you keep trying to make, but the money keeps going away. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You make a lot of money, but you spend a lot of money. And you may notice that when you grow and when you move up in your income, you may make more money, but then now you find yourself into a lot more expenses, right? So if that's you, you need to look at father. So money comes from mother, it stays from father. So your ability to keep money, to hold it, to let it grow and flourish is connected to your father. Did you felt important in your father life? Did you felt seen by your father? Was he present or he disappeared, physically or emotionally? What happened in your family when your father made money and when your father didn't make money? If you felt ignored, unimportant, invisible to your father, you will unconsciously make, your money go away whenever it shows up. You will overexpand, you will undercharge, you will give it away. You're going to sabotage right after a big win. So you get rid of it unconsciously because having it doesn't feel right. I have a very interesting example. One of my other clients, she was brilliant and she made great money, but the money never stayed. And every time she had like this a big month, something would happen: car repair, fight with the family, taxes, emergencies. And when we look at her records, here's what we actually had to do quite a few sessions to work through, because this was really, really deep. When she was a child, her father made money, and then he left. He made good money. He actually, when she was young, her father was making okay money. And then her mother started working harder to put her father through university. He went to become someone that does fiscalization, like taxes, fiscalization. Here in Brazil, it's a job that you start making a lot more money than what he was making before. So she saw her mother putting her father through that, struggling to help the father to go through university. He finished the university, he started making a lot of money, and he left the family. So that girl, when she was a little girl, when she saw that through her youth, actually, she made an agreement. If I make money and I keep that money, I will destroy my family like my father did. So every time she succeeded, her inner child would find a way to get rid of the evidence because she didn't want to lose her family. See how it's interesting how we made those crazy agreements and she felt betrayed, and at the end of the day, it's how you feel about them so much more than how they behave with money. There is some behaviors that happen here in this story, yes. But the thing is, she felt betrayed, deeply betrayed by her father because of money. And I know this is already awakening some stories for yourself and even for your family. So I want you to take a moment right now and if you feel free to write in your journal or in the chat, take a moment. How was your relationship with your mother? How did she made you feel? Just by taking a moment now and tuning into that, you're going to start seeing like that thread line of, oh my gosh, and you're going to start seeing the similarities. How about your father? How did your father made you feel? Your presence. Did you felt seen by him? Right? So this is very important to take that moment and tune into that. And you don't need to solve it right now. Just notice. Notice the feelings that start to surface, and you're going to start noticing the thread line. Because this is the real root. Not the mindset, not the strategy. The important, yes, but they're not the deep root, and we can just fix things here. We're never going to go down here where the changes really happen. And by the way, stay until the end because I'm going to share how you can join me for a live healing session this Monday on exactly this topic. We're going to go deeper and you're going to be able to take these next few days, allow it to integrate. And on Monday, we're going to do a live healing session to go deeper on the agreements you made with mom and dad to start shifting. Money comes from mother, stays from dad. We're going to go deeper on Monday, but we needed this time to integrate now. But first, let me explain why the things that you've tried before have not worked. So if this is the root, why doesn't affirmations work? You probably try them. I am abundant, money flows through me easy, I am worthy of wealth. And maybe you felt good repeating it like a parrot a couple times a day, maybe a week. But then something happens and you're right back where you started. And here is why. Here's the thing about affirmations. They work on beliefs. They do work on beliefs, and they're very powerful to shift what you believe is possible. But what your inner child created wasn't a belief, it was an identity. And that's the real difference. A belief is going to tell you money is hard to make. That's a belief. An identity is going to say, I am someone who struggles with money. And whenever you have that identity, I am someone who struggles with money, you can say affirmations all day long, but they're going to crash with how you see yourself, with your identity, with the identity that you created. So I believe is going to say, I should charge more. An identity, I am not the kind of person who charges that much because I'm not good enough or because I'm not worthy or whatever crazy things that identity is saying. So you cannot affirm your way out of an identity. You have to meet that part of you who made that decision. You have to understand why she made it. And then you have to show her that it's safe to choose differently. And that's why people do the healing, feel the breakthrough, go back to their life, and within weeks, they are right back in the same pattern. It's like getting a deep tissue massage, right? Because you have a knot in your shoulder. And how did you got that knot in your shoulder? Carrying maybe a heavy purse, right? So get the massage, spend 1 hour receiving a 1 hour massage, a healing on that knot. And then you go back carrying that same heavy bag on the same shoulder. Guess what? The knot's going to come back. Right? The clearing wasn't enough. It was powerful. It solved the problem at the moment, but you need to find support to reinforce. You have to give her new references. Once we heal your inner child, you have to give her new reference, new proof that things are different now. And that's the piece that most people miss. Now, here's what most people don't realize. When your inner child makes that decision, for example, money is not safe, right? Or being seen is dangerous. Success will hurt me, will take my family away, right? She didn't just bury her fear. She buried three important things. I promise when I invite you to this training that we're going to talk about the three gifts that your inner child lost access to. Let's call it that way. And without these three gifts, making money will always feel harder than it needs to be. Gift number one. Who here actually know? If you trained with me, you may know what the gifts are. Who knows? Say I know. You don't have to say what they are, but say I know. Who knows? Who knows? I'll come back to see who knows. I want to see who knows what is I'm talking about. Say, I know. So here are the three gifts that your inner child may have hidden from you. And I believe that just by being aware of it is going to shift a whole world for you. The gift number one, neutrality. There is so much power in embody neutrality in your identity. What happens when you don't know or don't have access to neutrality? Anytime you receive a no, you may collapse. It may be like the end of the world for you. Because you make the no be about you. And I know it's a no. Let's give an example. Let's say, you have a powerful service that you help others with, and you do what a lot of people call like clarity sessions, discovery sessions, right? So that model of business, you need to have conversations with people and make them an offer to work with you. If you go into a conversation like that and a client says no, and you don't hold neutrality, you're going to make that no be about you. And there is literally 1,000 reasons someone will say no to you, to your offer, to the gift that you have to give through your services. A no has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with that person. That person doesn't trust her enough to shift, or the person may want it to be in that place of struggle, or whatever. Neutrality, no, just a no for that person. That person is just not ready. Without neutrality, you take low results personally. You quit after one try or one or two tries, right? That is a lot. The thing about social media nowadays, I believe that it hurts a lot people more than it helps, because you see people making life looking so easy, right? Like my thing doesn't stink, kind of like attitude on social media, and that's not really how things are, right? And that's not really. And then people may seem like, overnight success is so easy. And if you actually look deeper, everybody that is talking about overnight success is like 10 years in the making, right? And they are teaching what they're doing now, or sometimes even worse, they're teaching what they've done 5 years ago and worked for them, and it's no longer working now, but they're just lazy to, they're lazy and they don't want to teach what's working for them now. So be very careful to have a deeper filter. There is a lot of shallow, things being shared, with artificial intelligence is getting more and more and more. And then if you don't hold neutrality, you're going to start thinking there is something wrong about you, and there is nothing wrong about you, right? Without neutrality, you collapse with every no, you take slow results personally, you quit after one try, after one failed launch, or after one or two conversations. You cannot hold steady long enough to see what's actually working. Now, when you shift that upside down and you learn to embody neutrality, then everything shifts for you. You observe instead of react. You see data instead of rejection or failure. There is no wrong decisions. Who are my students here? You know this phrase forever. It's actually part of our key of access to the Akashic Records. There are no wrong decisions. There are only experiences. That is the true embodiment of neutrality. If you're walking, because we need to do the learning process, if you're walking in a street and there is a hole on the middle of that street and you fall in the hole, you're going to climb out of the hole, right? And you got an experience. Oh, if I walk down the street, I better pay attention and walk around that hole. Otherwise, I'm going to keep falling on that hole. So neutrality is like, oh, I learned something. Not going to go straight next time. So when you learn to embody neutrality, you observe instead of react, you see data instead of rejection, you can test, learn, adjust. Nothing wrong with not getting it right the first time. And you do it better next time. You stay in the room long enough for the magic to start unfolding. So how does this look like in your business? Let's say you are launching something, a program, a service, and you put it out there, right? Day 1, nothing. Day 2, nothing. Day 3, one sale. Without neutrality, your inner child, when it gets to day 3, even if it gets one sale, your inner child is already panicking, right? It's not working, something wrong with me, I should change everything and start a new position, a new business, crazy, right? And what happens, most people scrap the whole thing before you're even given a chance. Now with neutrality, you think, interesting, one sale, wow, what can I learn from it? How can I get excited from this? How can I share how excited I am? The one life is going to be transformed. What else can I test? You ask different questions with neutrality, you see? And you stay with it. And then tomorrow 3 show up, the day after 4 show up. And when you find yourself, you're super excited. You're so happy you stayed with it. Neutrality is what lets you stay in the room long enough for the magic to happen. And most people never get results because they can't hold the neutrality long enough. The inner child is too activated in the wrong way. We got to activate the inner child in the right way. Inner child is awesome to help you to become rich. But we got to shift how we've been holding, we have to do this whole revolution, this creating this, activating the exponential life that is available for you. Who had an aha with gift number 1? Comment aha for me. Put hashtag aha. The second gift is the gift of curiosity. I love curiosity. And you see how like neutrality, like when you get like a 1-year-old, it's like pure neutrality. Like okay. It's like there is not, until you train, unfortunately, most people train that child in the wrong way and they start reacting. But in the beginning, it's everything is like, oh, hands up. Neutrality, like, ooh, right? So before, I'm talking about that pure state. I love, I work with someone, a shaman once, and I love that he shared something so cool. He said, if you stare like the eyes of a newborn, if you stare the eyes of and I had the blessing or stare at two newborns. So he says, if you stare at the eyes of a newborn, you can actually see the universe. It's like pure neutrality, pure potentiality. This like open vessel to learn. Unfortunately, we learn the wrong things. But when you start retrieving your connection to your inner child, shifting, learning how to access your Akashic Records, how to, shift the agreements you made, everything start shifting. And you fully embody neutrality, curiosity, and the very special one that we're going to share very soon. So, second is curiosity. Without curiosity, you assume you are the problem immediately, right? You quit before you learn to, because you're not curious. You're like, oh, you assume too quickly. Every obstacle feels like proof that you shouldn't do this. Without curiosity, you keep telling yourself, I knew it. I knew it. See? Right? And you get stuck in, I don't know how. If you don't have curiosity, you're going to notice caught yourself saying, I don't know how, I don't know how, I don't know how, I don't know how, I don't know how. And that's the wrong place to be. Now, with curiosity, you get creative. You ask, what if? Instead of why me? I'm going to repeat that. With curiosity, you get creative. You ask, what if? Instead of why me? Failure is simply information. Success is simply information. And that comes the neutrality, inspiring here. Neutrality and curiosity works really well together. They're almost like, intrinsic in each itself. And with curiosity, you become resourceful. Those of you that were in our healing session this Monday, if you missed it, make sure to get on your members area to receive. It was very interesting because the message that I received before our healing this Monday was, it's like, that this energy that a lot of people feel in January, when you get into the end of January and you look and you open your eyes and you're like, it's almost the end of January. Where were we on our desires at the end of the year, right? And then many people start, getting that anxiety. And I'm highly sensitive, so I can feel that energy. And when you shift with curiosity, you become resourceful. So what we work on the healing session was, instead of like, it's the 20th, whatever the day was, Monday, I think the 19th, it's the 19th. And what have I done? You shift to resourceful. I get 11 days that a lot can happen in the next 11 days. See the difference? Curiosity can change everything. So in your business, curiosity looks like, if something doesn't work, it's like, it's part of business, right? You try different things and some work, some don't. But with curiosity, when you fully embody curiosity, instead of you, when something doesn't work, spiral into shame, worry, guilt, whatever, you think, that didn't really work. So what if I try a new angle? What if I change this? What if I change that? What if I talk to different people? Whatever. What if? You ask the what ifs. You put yourself in a position of, because you always know the solution. Who here has our sacred crystal codes, the oracle that says the solution is already around you? It is always. But when you hold curiosity, you are able to be in the receiving mode of solutions. Curiosity is the bridge between failure and breakthrough. I'm going to repeat that. Curiosity is the bridge between failure and breakthrough. If you experience breakthrough, the good news is that at the same moment, the polarity of success is available too. So we're going to tune into that with curiosity. The version of you that is succeeding right now knows the answer. So curiosity is the bridge between failure and breakthrough. Your inner child lost this access to this gift when she decided it wasn't safe to explore, to play, to try new things. Maybe she was shamed for asking questions. Maybe she was told just to follow the rules. Or maybe curiosity got into trouble. So now, as an adult, you freeze when things doesn't go as planned. You don't have access to the creative problem solving that would actually move you forward. So let me know if number 2, if you didn't know about it, if it was an aha for you, just say aha in the comments. So we're going to move right into, because we have a training that I still want to do with you. So see how an hour passes. It's so much fun to be here with you. An hour just goes like crazy. The third gift is imagination. I love playing with imagination land. So what happens without imagination? You can only build what you already seen. Without imagination, you cannot step to the unseen. You have the tendency to look back and what worked, what didn't, and then even the things that worked in the past, nowadays, good news, it's not going to work anymore. So without imagination, you are in trouble, literally, right? Because you can only build what you already seen. And if you seen, results in the past, today things may have changed. And you need to upgrade your whole way of being in order to get better results. Without imagination, you have the tendency to copy other people's models. You can't envision a life beyond your current circumstances. You think what you got is what you get, but it's not really true. There's so much more available. Without imagination, your dreams feel sometimes embarrassing, unrealistic. And if you have memories where you felt disappointed, that is going to even make things even worse. So you need to learn how to disconnect those Akashic memories of disappointments. Otherwise, you're going to keep recreating, or you're not going to create, you're not going to allow yourself to imagine because fear of being disappointed. Now, with imagination, you create offers from your soul, not from templates. You understand that what works for others works for them, but you need to find your own way to make it work for you with the help of your imagination. With imaginations, you see possibilities that doesn't exist yet, that you weren't aware of yet. With imagination, you build a life that matches your actual vision, not someone else's. With imaginations, you start to access what I called the field of potentiality, the place where things that don't exist yet can come through you. The place where there is more than 1,000 potentialities for your life. Because what you created today, whatever, if you look around in your life, your house, your family, your bank account, doesn't mean that you have to get rid of everything, but if not, make you like wake up, open your eyes, like, thank you, God, for what I have, for what I created, and for what is coming. You're not tapping into the full potential available for you. And so imagination is essential to tap into the field of potentiality. And we tap into that through the Akashic Records. Potentiality. It's almost like many people are just like, I want this, I want that, I want that. And then the universe, God, the creator, whatever is the higher power in your life, this work has nothing to do with religion. So I work with your beliefs. So if you only think about what you want, the universe is like, I want to give you so much more. Open your eyes, open your imagination. In your business, this looks like you're not just recreating what you learn, or what worked for whoever said worked for them. You are channeling something original to you, through you, something that could only come through you because you tapped into your imagination. Your imagination. So a lot of people say, I'm not intuitive. And when I've seen it over and over again, new students will come to learn how to access the Akashic Records with me. And piece of learning how, before we even start talking about Akashic Records, we have to develop your intuition. And many people say, wow, I'm not, it's not coming through my intuition, it's coming through my imagination. Newsflash, your imagination is the vehicle that your intuition needs to use in the beginning to bring information to you. So imagination can help you in many areas of your life. The more you want to tap into your connection to your intuition, your higher self, the more you want to allow yourself to play with your imagination. That's why in all our Akashic trainings, working with your inner child, develop your intuition is essential, so you can receive the information that the records, your records guides have for you. So this imagination is the gift that most adults have completely buried. We were told to grow up, to be realistic, to stop daydreaming. Who here heard those things? I heard a lot, but I'm very spacey and I have the tendency to not. So I believe I never lost touch with my imagination. I was like something that is like just part of me because maybe I'm spacey and I'm, so whatever that is. But if you lost that access to your imagination, the good news is that you're here. If you're here, this is your time. Maybe you had to take care of siblings and you had to grow up too fast. Your parents were working and you needed to grow up to help. Your friends grow up too fast and they told you it wasn't cool to continue playing with dolls or whatever, right? So you cut yourself off from the very faculty that creates reality, new realities for you. That is why it's so much fun to reconnect and work with your inner child. So get to play. Life gets to be fun again. That's the best part of it. Forget about money, just being fun. Now, seriously, let's bring it all together. So when I say your inner child can make you rich, I don't mean by loving her harder. I don't mean by doing more inner child healing meditations. Those things are awesome and they really help. But I mean by retrieving the gifts that she buried with your power. Neutrality, curiosity, imaginations, that's your power. With those three little things, you can make anything happen. And it's like, I'm living proof of that. I went on my 20s, I went to the United States with literally $600 in my pocket, without my family, without support. And through my journey, through moving through my journey, I've always been very curious. I always been very neutral, always allowed my imagination. I created what most that were born that, English is not even my first language. I created an empire that changed thousands and thousands and thousands of lives, that brought life to so many people that were about to give up. And you can do this too. And it starts by connecting with these three little gifts and allowing life to be easy, allowing yourself to fully own and embody the exponential life that is available for you. When you reconnect with these three things, everything changes. And you can hold your field through whatever shows up in life. Because embodying this, being human, doesn't mean you're going to be like, away from little rocks on the road. The rocks on the road, it's what, inspired us to learn, to grow, to expand. So when a challenge comes in, we say, bring it on. We take it from neutrality. We face it with neutrality. We become curious. And we allow our imaginations to get solutions for us. And we find ourselves in the other side, being grateful for that challenge. Because without it, we would not have found our power, our ability to create whatever we want to create in life. And beyond that, to inspire others. Because it's through the life that you live that you change someone else's life, through being. The biggest gift you can give to someone is the gift of fully embody the potential of your soul. Your gifts. What are you here to do for others? And what are the things that you go to the end of the world because you don't want to see someone else suffering like you did, or like you saw your parents, or whoever there was that inspired you to do what you do? Holding those three things, you can be creative when something doesn't work. You can envision and create a life and a business that actually matches your soul frequency. That's when things shift. Not because you're pushing harder, because you've become someone who actually receive it and keep it. So, we are going to go a little longer than previous. I'm sorry, but I really want to go through this exercise with you. So let me know if you're ready for the exercise. Comment ready. Just wanted to explain very quickly. So we're going to do a simple exercise. And this is a technique that my intention for you is that you're going to keep coming back and repeating this technique. You can, because every time you can go deeper, new memories can surface, right? So this is a technique that combines the Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian practice of reconciliation with, and it's very powerful if you work in conjunction with timeline healing, Akashic Records. We don't have time to go deep into Akashic Records here, but I will have an invitation for you if you stay until the end. But before we do it, I want to explain a little bit about Ho'oponopono if you never heard about it, if this is the first time that you're going to experience. There is a big misconception about the Ho'oponopono. The Ho'oponopono, in order to embody the healing that brings, you wanted to repeat four words. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Those four little words have such power. But when you say, especially when you say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, if you are saying in the context where other people were involved, you may feel like you're saying to the person who hurt you, and you're like maybe not ready to forgive them. You need to understand that is not what's happening. When you repeat, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, you are speaking to the Creator, to Source, to the Divine. You are saying, I'm sorry to whatever is in me conscious or unconscious that created or attracted this experience. So you no longer attract that kind of wakaduru, right? Please forgive me. When you say that, you are asking forgiveness for holding on to whatever you're holding on. I love you. Thank you. So you were saying all these things to the Creator. Because it's never about them. And when I say them, it's like those that did, act, said, whatever thing that hurt you. It's never about them. It's about clearing what is in your field from that particular interaction that you still hold in your memory. And that is why it works. You're not waiting for anyone else to change. You're releasing that part of you that is still holding on to what's no longer present. All right, so let's do it. Let's go for it. This is a technique that we do with the records around you. You know, we don't have time to go into teaching Akashic Records, but it's going to be powerful. Even if you don't know how to bring your records around you, it's still going to be powerful. All right. So when you bring your records around you, we just, increase the potential for it. So having said that, if you already learned with me how to bring your records around me, feel free to go ahead and do that now, right? If you don't know how, do it without, and it's still going to be very powerful for you, all right? So I want you to think of a specific, I'm going to work with one thing, and then you can repeat this. I am going to use this iPhone cable as an example. If you wanted to redo this later on, you can practice this very easy. Get a thread, because it just helps to, when you have a thread, it helps you to play with timelines, right? So we can look at this point being this present moment. And I want you to think about this point in the present moment. I want you to think about one specific money pattern that you keep repeating. Maybe is you make money and then a new bill shows up, or I don't know. Or maybe is you're not making money because you're not asking for money. You're not going out there and sharing about the work that you got certified in, for example. So whatever it is for you that you believe right now is the biggest money block that you have. So think about that. So examples could be your income ceiling, could be sabotaging after success, feeling unsafe when money comes in, whatever that is, right? So we're going to work with this present memory, and then I'm going to guide you to go backwards, right? I'm going to guide you. And one important thing, if you never work with your intuition before, if work with your intuition is completely new, stay with me. Don't worry about anything. And when you ask a question, notice the first thing that shows up for you. The first thing that shows up for you is usually what you need. And sometimes if you haven't developed your intuition, you will be receiving answers, but your conscious mind may be not aware of it. So be careful not to be sabotaging your process. Just, I'm asking, I'm receiving. Let the intelligence of your body receive what you need to receive, and trust that that intelligence of your body will bring it to you in the right time, space, frequency, what you need to know. Could come in a dream, could come as an idea. Just trust. The work works even if you are aware or not aware of your intuition. All right. So let's go for it. So close your eyes. You're going to be closing your eyes throughout the whole process. And once again, close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. You may want to ground for this. So focus on your first chakra. Set the intention, open my first chakra and ground to the center of the earth. Open your crown chakra. Invite your higher self to come to support you. Your higher self is you with a deeper understanding of where you've been and where you are. And now we are looking at this present situation. I'm going to give you a few seconds for you to think about what is your present situation with money that you wanted to start shifting. Notice what it is. And now we are going to repeat the Ho'oponopono for money, for whatever, with the intention to release within you whatever you are projecting onto money, to why you find yourself in the current money situation. So without think, repeat with me, Ho'oponopono for money. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. If the money that is showing up for you is not the amount that you want, repeating the Ho'oponopono for all the ways you thought about the money not being there for you in the amount that you'd like to be. So repeating the Ho'oponopono, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Nice deep breath. And now let it come to mind the memory of your mother. And you're going to repeat the Ho'oponopono for your mother, for all the agreements you created by your perceiving how she felt about your presence and how you felt your presence through her. Without thinking, deep breath and repeating the Ho'oponopono for your mother. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Beautiful. And now, still thinking about your present money situation and how or not money is staying in your life, we're going to repeat the Ho'oponopono for money, for all the ways you think about why money is not staying in your life. Repeating the Ho'oponopono for money. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Deep breath in. And now let it come to mind your father and how you felt received by him. And now repeating the Ho'oponopono for him, for yourself, for your inner child, for all the agreements you created by that experience, regardless of how you picture. Repeating the Ho'oponopono, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And now we're going to do one more piece, thinking about your present money situation. And you're going to do for them. And when I say for them, I'm talking about those who will benefit from you fully embodying money, the identity of the one who makes and keeps, makes more and keeps more. And when I say then, could be our partners, could be from you making visible, if whatever it is, those that are meant to receive your gift of your presence have not found you. So repeating the Ho'oponopono for them. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Letting the forgiveness move and shift within yourself, your ability to receive and keep more money, raising your capacity to receive and your capacity to give, balancing giving and receiving for you, fully embodying the truth that money needs to coming into your life, blessing your life, and then go into the lives that is going to continue blessing. You balance your giving and receiving, the more money you make. It is the universal truth. And now we are going to go back, and we're going to go backwards in your timeline to a moment your inner child may have hidden one of the 3 gifts that we talk about that is essential for you to reconnect with. Could be neutrality, could be curiosity, could be imagination. And without thinking, allow yourself to tap into that memory where your inner child lost access to one of those 3 gifts: neutrality or curiosity or imagination. Take a moment and notice what you notice. Notice the situation, and if you don't know the situation, just set the intention that you're going to repeat the Ho'oponopono now for the particular situation, the particular place, and the particular people involved in that agreement that your inner child made that resulted in losing access to one of those 3 gifts. So repeating the Ho'oponopono for the situation and the people involved. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Notice the lightness you feel when you're no longer holding what other people said or did. Releasing that heavies your path. And now, tuning into your inner child in the moment your inner child made those agreements that resulted on the identity that is no longer serving or higher good. Repeating the Ho'oponopono for your inner child. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Repeating the Ho'oponopono for your inner child, for all the judgment she had about you because of how she felt her presence felt through both her parents, for all the ways she may have felt abandoned, misunderstood, not wanted, or whatever way. Repeating the Ho'oponopono for your inner child and your parents at the same time. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Let that compassion blesses your whole timeline. We have the presence right now of Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion, and she is emanating this beautiful rose golden light surrounding your inner child with love, compassion. And she tells you, I see you. I love you. And I'm with you. And now I want you to hold on that feeling of being seen, being loved, and being supported. And I want you to move back to where we started, allowing that feeling to bless all the memories you experienced up until now. Let that new breath of fresh air, this feeling, this tingling, this being, a reminder of how special you are. We all are. Self, as above, so below. And that everything that you ever desire with your imagination, you would not be available if it wasn't to be for you. Beautiful. Bring your hands to your heart to anchor all that you experience. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And I'm going to give you a minute. Comment in the chat how you are doing. And let me know what came up for you. Oh, you're very welcome. So happy to see you guys here. I can see some of you, but I don't see well. I need my glasses, but I don't like using my glasses. See if I can make this bigger. Now I can see you. I see Carrie, Karen, Agnes. Hello. Hello, hello, Rebecca. But I can't, oh, I can go up. Awesome. So good to see you guys here. If I didn't say your name, it's because Shannon is here. Very good awareness, Agnes. Oh, so happy to see you guys here. You're very, very welcome. Very good. So, what we did today, as you can experience, is very powerful and it's the tip of the iceberg of what we can do together. So, I cannot not close this live training without making you an invitation to come deeper with me. Because here's the truth. Most people do this kind of work once, feel the shift, and then they go back to their life. And within weeks, they are right back on the same pattern. It's not that the clearing wasn't enough, it's just you need reinforcement and support. You need to go back into those moments, and I may lose my internet. With the Akashic Records fully open and not just clear the agreement, but retrieve the gifts, install the new identity, give your inner child ongoing proof that she's safe. And that's exactly what we do in the Exponential Life. Exponential Life is a 2-day live immersion happening very soon. And in these 2 days that we're going to be together, you're going to learn how to access your true energetic blueprints, meet your inner child inside your Akashic records, not just what we did today, we go deeper in the actual records. Reparent her from your exponential self. Retrieve the 3 lost gifts at a deeper level and step into the field of potentiality. And most important, reinforce the new identity so it actually sticks. This is a training, a 2-day training where you're actually going to learn how to access the Akashic Records, how to develop your intuition, but it's so much more than that. It is a frequency recalibration. And the moment you enroll, your field begins to shift because we start daily preparation immediately today. We're starting today. And this is the only live round that I'm going to do of this work this year. The regular investment for Exponential Life 2-day training plus all the trainings preparation is $555. But because this is the founders round and you're here with me right now, dun, 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 you can enroll by $297 in full, or you can choose 5 payments of $67. And here's what I want I want to do for those who are ready to join me right now. Something very special, and this goes away in a few days. So make sure to, when you see this, you enroll. So you get to number 1, join me for a live healing on Monday. And number 2, get this very special gift, $222 value, which is when you enroll today or in the next 2 or 3 days, when basically, if you're watching this video, you get this. If this video goes poof, you don't get this. Because in 3 days, we're going to delete this video that you're watching right now, right? So you're only going to see this offer if you are watching this video. So when you enroll right now or in the next 2 days, you're going to get 1 month free access to our Healing Club Plus membership. That is a $222 value, and you start receiving the healing and supporting even before the immersion begins. You get to have 4 live sessions with me, 4 immersion sessions, and you also get to participate in the Portal 22 February 2nd, right? That is coming up. And remember what I taught you today. Money comes from mothers, stay from fathers. So when you enroll, you're going to be able to join me this Monday for a live healing session where we are going to shift this agreement that you made in childhood with your mother and father. We're going to go deeper through, I'm going to call my healing guides and I'm going to have a live session on this. So I highly recommend that you enroll in Exponential Life so you get to experience this healing session on Monday. Now, you may be thinking, I see you here, I'm already in the membership. There is something very special for you if you enroll in this 2-day training and you are already invested in the membership. This is a 1-year commitment. You get something else that I'm going to tell you when you message me. If you're interested, message me, and you're going to be very happy that you are joining Exponential Life. If you're already in the membership, you get a special, very special present from me. So just message me. I'll be happy to share. So one important thing, this 2-day training happens next month. However, the preparation starts now. And each day that you wait, you lose 1 preparation day. They are not connected. Like if you miss 5 days and you start in 5 days, you're going to miss the 5 days, which is a lot of transformation, but you can start in 5 days. You're going to see me. Today is actually the first day that I'm sharing about this 2-day training that happens next month. So each day you wait to enroll, you lose 1 gift that I'm going to send you. So if you want the gifts and if you watch this, make sure to enroll in the next few days so you can get all the gifts. And I will leave you with this. Your inner child can make you rich, but you need to set her free. And when you do, you will remember who you are. You will feel safe inside, being you. And the life that you've been imagining, it stops being a dream and becomes real. So the door is open, and I cannot wait to welcome you inside our live training. This is going to be so, so, so special. Everyone in our all-year access, of course, you're automatically in everything. Carrie, is this different than a healing club? Yes. So what I'm doing, what I just shared is when you enroll in the 2-day training that is going to happen in February, you get 1 month access to the healing club. So if you are in the healing club, if you invested in the healing club and you invest today again in the 2-day training, because you're already having the healing club, I will give you something else. And everyone that is already in the all-year access, you already have access to everything. So you're good. You don't need to enroll on anything. Let me know if that's clear. So, and if you guys that are watching have any other question, let me know. Let me know, and I'll be just private message me, and I'll be happy to explain. Fido said, "You can't believe after doing this inner child so many times, I am still holding on. Thank you for helping me release." You're so very welcome, Fido. You're very welcome. Oh no, I didn't know the lives are being interrupted by ads. It shouldn't. I don't know how we can shift that. Taylor said, "Thank you, Patricia. I've heard you mentioning money comes from mother, stays from father before, which resonated. So I love that we went deeper into that." You're very welcome, Taylor. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't know I hope we didn't got interrupted by ads during the healing session. But I'm recording this for those of you that are entering this 2-day experience. I'm recording with my phone, so I will edit this invitation because it's going to be already inside your members area, so you don't need another invitation if you're already watching. So this is going to be available, but in 2 days, I am going to delete from YouTube, and I will upload just the healing part, the training and the healing part inside the Exponential Life training. Too bad interrupted. So maybe the next lives, I will do it live on Zoom so we don't get interrupted. I didn't know that. Oh, I forgot to share the link, guys. So hold on a second. I'm so excited to be here with you. So Akashic and Exponential Life. One minute. I'll get you guys the link. Like just join and there is no link. 1 minute. Where is it? And if you want the replay, I will put the link above in the comments. This is an operation. Ah, okay, here it is. All right. Why is not going? Exponential. Exponential Life. It's redirecting. There you go. Okay, so here I'm going to share a link, and then if you click on this link, start Exponential Life, you get that is in Exponential Life. And so just the bonus that I mentioned today, it's not on that page, but I will be honoring for the next 3 days. So, so when you're watching this video, it's going to be all there. I think it's a setting that I can change on YouTube. Ooh, that would be awesome. I'm going to look into that. Thank you for letting me know, Taylor. There is so many new things that they keep changing on the internet nowadays, right? Agnes shared, I love the idea of reconciliation as a powerful way to move forward. Yeah. It's releasing. Life gets to be so much lighter, right? All right, my love. So I will let you go. And I am looking forward to welcome you inside Exponential Life. It's going to be life changing. Now, this is a training that you're also going to learn how to access the Akashic Records. We are bringing a lot of new trainings this year through the Akashic Records and a lot of amazing things. So if you're looking for something else, feel free to reach out. Happy to chat how and hear where you are and how I can support you. All right, loves. I will see you soon. Bye. Now I got to figure out how to close this. Okay, and bye.